She had always thought life was cruel, but nothing could have prepared her for him. The boy who once made her childhood a nightmare was now standing before her, calling her his wife. Her name was Emily, a girl full of dreams, laughter, and innocence, growing up in a quiet town where the sun kissed the fields and children's laughter filled the air. Yet, behind her smile, there was a shadow named Ryan. When Emily was 10, Ryan entered her life. He was charming, confident, and cruel in ways she couldn't understand. Every day with him was a trial, a test of endurance. He humiliated her in front of her friends, mocked her in school, and stole pieces of her joy that could never be returned. Emily tried to confide in her parents, but Ryan always found a way to torment her, and she learned to endure in silence. The small joys of childhood, playing in the sun, sharing secrets with friends, feeling safe, were slowly stolen from her, replaced by fear and doubt. She promised herself that she would never forgive him, that she would one day leave behind the pain he had caused, and that her life would eventually be hers again. As she moved into her teenage years, Ryan's shadow persisted. Though she had grown, she remained vigilant, avoiding him whenever possible. She buried herself in her studies, drawing small moments of freedom in her notebooks, seeking escape in her imagination. Friends invited her to parties, but she often declined, fearing his presence. He still dominated the school environment, always nearby, always asserting control in subtle, painful ways. Every glance from him reminded her of the past, every smirk resurrected memories of humiliation and hurt. Emily became skilled at navigating life with caution, carefully managing her interactions, and seeking solace in private corners of her world where she could breathe without fear. Her spirit, though battered, was resilient, and the girl who had suffered still held on to a fragile spark of hope that one day, the past would not define her. Years passed, and Emily transformed into a strong, independent woman. She built her career, forged lasting friendships, and created a life that reflected her determination to move forward. Yet, the past has a way of catching up to those who think they've escaped it. One rainy evening, fate forced her to confront the one she had spent so many years avoiding. In the crowded streets of the city, among the blur of lights and umbrellas, she bumped into a tall man. It was Ryan. He had changed, matured, composed, and more controlled, but those eyes, sharp and intense, reminded her instantly of the boy who had caused so much pain. Shock and fear coursed through her as memories of childhood torment resurfaced. She froze, unable to move, as the man who had haunted her thoughts now stood before her. Ryan's smile was no longer playful cruelty, it was measured, commanding, and strangely familiar. He spoke her name gently yet insistently, "Emily, it's been a long time." Her heart raced, mind struggling to comprehend what she saw. She tried to respond, tried to retreat, but the flood of emotions left her paralyzed. Every memory of the past clashed violently with the present, leaving her unsure of what to believe. As the rain poured down around them, Emily's mind wandered through the years, remembering the pain, humiliation, and fear. But she also noticed subtle differences in Ryan, the way he looked out for her in the crowd, the way his tone carried a hint of remorse. Could it be that the boy who tormented her as a child had genuinely changed into a man capable of care and love? Emily's heart wavered between distrust and curiosity. She wanted to run, yet something about his presence demanded her attention. That evening became a turning point, forcing Emily to confront emotions she thought she had buried long ago. The past and present collided in her mind, leaving her with questions she didn't yet have the courage to answer. The memory of Ryan's cruelty lingered, but a new, unfamiliar tension began to form, a possibility of redemption, a glimpse of something more. In a quiet, intimate setting, Ryan approached Emily, his voice calm yet filled with determination. "Emily. I need you to be mine. My wife," he said. Emily's heart skipped a beat. How could this boy, who had stolen her laughter and replaced it with fear, now ask for her hand in marriage? Her mind swirled with disbelief, suspicion, and a faint spark of curiosity. Was this love, or a new form of manipulation? Every memory of the past weighed heavily on her, each scar a reminder of why she should never trust him. Yet, Ryan's presence was different now. His actions, his careful words, and subtle gestures suggested a man changed, someone no longer defined by cruelty. Emily struggled to reconcile the boy who had tormented her with the man before her. Every protective act, every moment of consideration, seemed to hint at sincerity. The tension between past pain and the fragile possibility of a future together left her conflicted, uncertain, and deeply emotional. She recalled moments from their childhood, the teasing, the mockery, the fear, and contrasted them with the unexpected kindness she now witnessed. Ryan's apology was silent yet evident in his behavior, watching over her, guiding her through the crowd, ensuring she was safe. Could she trust these actions? Could she allow herself to believe that the boy who caused her years of pain was capable of genuine love? The questions gnawed at her heart, leaving her teetering between rejection and the faint hope of reconciliation. Emily understood that any decision she made now would affect not only her present but the life she envisioned for herself, and the storm inside her raged with uncertainty and emotion. Emily's days became a whirlwind of emotions. She wandered the city streets alone, reflecting on the past, while Ryan appeared at unexpected moments, silently watching over her. Her mind was torn, anger, fear, curiosity, and an unspoken longing battled within her. Friends noticed her distant demeanor and urged her to make a decision, but Emily's heart and mind were locked in a struggle she could not resolve. Could she forgive Ryan? Could someone who had caused such profound pain genuinely love her? The conflicting emotions created sleepless nights, quiet tears, and inner debates that left her exhausted. Yet, amidst the turmoil, small gestures of care caught her attention, the way he subtly prevented accidents, ensured she was safe, and respected her space. Each moment contradicted the boy she remembered, challenging her perceptions of him and leaving her unsure of the truth behind his intentions. The contrast between his past cruelty and present protectiveness created a tension that was both confusing and captivating. Emily's heart wanted to reject him, but her mind observed evidence of change that she could not ignore. She realized that understanding Ryan required more than just recollection of childhood memories, it required observing his present self, his intentions, and his capacity for remorse. The uncertainty weighed heavily on her, creating a deep internal conflict that demanded reflection, courage, and, eventually, a decision that could alter the course of her life forever. One evening, Ryan finally revealed the truth behind his actions. He spoke of a promise he had made to his dying mother, to protect Emily, the girl he had wronged as a child. His voice trembled slightly, filled with guilt and sincerity. "I never stopped thinking about you. I ruined your childhood, and I'll spend my life trying to make it right. I need to protect you," he confessed. Emily's heart ached as she absorbed his words. Finally, Emily made her choice. She did not forget the pain or dismiss the years of suffering, but she saw the man Ryan had become. Slowly, trembling, she reached for his hand. In that simple gesture, a shift occurred, the weight of the past mingled with the fragile hope of a future together. Ryan's smile softened, a mixture of relief and gratitude passing through his eyes. "Thank you," he whispered, voice thick with emotion. "I won't let you down." Together, they walked into the fading light, the city bathed in warm, golden hues. Shadows of the past lingered, but they no longer dictated their path. Life had granted them a second chance, a chance to heal, to trust, and to grow together. Emily realized that sometimes, the one who hurt you most may also hold the key to your healing. Forgiveness was not weakness but strength, and in that strength, she discovered freedom, love, and a future unburdened by fear. As they moved forward, hand in hand, the lessons of courage, redemption, and resilience echoed in every heartbeat, signaling a new beginning for both of them.